You're watching Global Toronto. This is Global News at 6.
First weekend of the election campaign is wrapping up. Throughout the campaign, of course, Global News will be providing you extensive coverage, and there is a lot to gain in this election for the NDP. Joining me now to discuss the election and the party's future is the party's leader, Andrea Horwath. Welcome.
Thanks, Angie.
All right, so first of all, there is a lot of momentum that is circulating around the NDP in this election. How do you plan on capitalizing on that?
Well, you know, it's been fantastic so far. We're having reports back from our campaigns that people are running out of signs, that volunteers are pouring in the doors, donations are pouring in the doors, and that's very, very positive. So it's keeping everybody very energetic, very positive, and you know, it's the very beginning of the campaign, really. So we're hoping that energy, you know, will take us right through to the end.
There is some controversy that has been circulating around a particular MPP candidate now, Paul Miller, in Hamilton regarding issues of alleged harassment, etc. You've been rather quiet about the whole situation. Why is that?
Well, you know, we have a unionized workforce at our constituency offices as well as at Queen's Park. And so when workers have, or when our staff have any problems or concerns, they go through a proper process, so through a grievance process, and that's what is happening, and we have to allow that process to unfold to determine, you know, where to go from there. So
there's a lot of spending involved in your platform. We're looking at $19 billion in healthcare, $16 billion on education, $800 million in transportation. Where is all of that money going to come from?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, we believe that we need to fix the damage that's been done by Kathleen Wynne and the Liberals. I mean, we have hallway medicine in our hospitals where people are lined up in stretchers in the hallways. We have families that can't make ends meet in this city, particularly in Toronto, but all around the province. Folks are having a harder and harder time making ends meet. And, you know, after 2 decades of Liberals and Conservatives at the helm, what we're saying is we're going to make some investments to give people a break, to make it easier to get childcare for low-income families. Childcare will be free under $40,000. Over $40,000, an average of $12 a day childcare. Hydro bills have been through the roof. Kathleen Wynne decided to privatize hydro. It's made things worse. We are going to bring Hydro One back, and we're going to get people's bills down by about 30%. These are the things that we have to invest in because it hasn't worked the other way. I mean, we see Mr. Ford talking about more tax cuts for the wealthy, more tax cuts for rich people, more tax cuts for rich corporations. But that's not going to help everyday families to build a good life. And one of the problems that people are identifying for me and for the NDP has been that's just not the way to ensure that everybody can build a good life in our province. And people should be able to get ahead. Right now, folks are feeling really worried about the future. They're seeing their own quality of living reduced, and they're very worried about the next generation as well. And one of the things, again, that's different between our plan and what the Liberals have brought forward is that we are going to ask the wealthiest, you know, the richest Ontarians and the richest corporations to chip in a little bit more to help us achieve these goals.
So last question then here, without referencing the other parties, why should people vote for the NDP?
Well, I mean, I think people have been saying to me they want something different. They want a change, and so then they have to look at what that change looks like. And what I'm offering is hope for the future, where families can build a better life, where we can set up the next generation as well for prosperity, and where a government, you can count on a government that will put the people of the province at the heart of every single decision that gets made.
All right. Well, we're going to be, of course, keeping a very close eye on this election. We know that you're going to be heading off onto the next round here. Andrea Horwath, thank you very much for coming in to talk to me today.
My pleasure, as always. Nice to see you, Angie.